Tonight on the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror, being an international fashion model is hard work. From all the photo shoots, fashion shows, and murder, it's really hard to get any time to breathe. Wait, did I say murder? Oh no, tonight's movie, Nothing Underneath.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror! That's right, this has been a year that is full of cuts, guts, and the lovely butts? No, sluts! Anyways, tonight, I don't know if you remember, but previous year of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror, I reviewed a late season, I guess, I don't know, an 80s Giallo, so I would consider that late in the Giallo realm, since I think 70s was like the mainstay, and it began in the 60s. So by the 80s, it was definitely getting played out, I guess. Anyways, I did a review of a movie called Too Beautiful to Die, but its alternate title was Nothing Underneath 2. So I thought, wow, maybe I should go check out the first one, and just so happened that the nice folks at Vinegar Syndrome had a 2-pack. Yes, they had the movie Too Beautiful to Die on Blu-ray, but they also had it as a double pack with the original Nothing Underneath, and that's the movie I'm going to review, Nothing Underneath. And what is this movie about? Well, it is about a brother and a sister. The brother is Bob, and his sister is overseas. So Bob's an American, by the way. Put that out there. Living as I think a park ranger in Wyoming. Anyways, his sister across the seas is doing modeling, and he has this sort of psychic link with her and can kind of feel when she's in danger and if she's in distress. And oh, he gets a premonition, all right. A premonition of a scissors-wielding maniac going to her room, and of course the panics, calls the hotel's like, oh, I don't know, she's not answering, whatever, finds out that she's missing. So he goes overseas to find out what happened to his sister. Hopefully he can find her, and apparently there's a bit of murder starting to happen, with people getting killed by a pair of scissors. And there is a lot of questions involved, especially because the victims are models and that they know Bob's sister. And there's also this sort of shady thing about diamonds and this well-to-do party-going jeweler who may or may not be involved in the situation. So it's up to Bob, with help of a dutiful detective played by the wonderful Donald Pleasence. Yes, another Donald Pleasence sighting here on the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror. And they must unravel the mystery and find Bob's sister and perhaps put an end to this murderous spree that is menacing the modeling universe. So let's get to those scores, shall we? Violence and gore. I am going to give this one a 1.5 out of 5. There's not a lot of killing going on in this movie, and the stabby is, for the most part, off-screen. There is a nice stab in the back, which is nicely done, and a little bit of blood, but overall pretty tame. 1.5 out of 5. Moving on to shock value, and I'm going to give this a 1.5 out of 5. Honestly, the shock is mostly in the reveal at the end. I mean, there is like an attempt a couple times at some jump scares. Most of it's more about atmosphere and suspense, and not actually having the And I'm going to also give it a little bit of a score because of one of the more shocking transitions from the guy holding the panties and just to, well, anyways, you watch and you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm not going to complain about that transition. It's just kind of a shocking transition. Anyways, 1.5 out of 5. Moving on to plot, I am going to give this a 3 out of 5. I like the psychic, or at least psychic link factor. It adds a bit of freshness, especially since this is now a more recent Giallo, and so like a lot of tropes have been done, and I think that gives it a little bit of freshness, a slight supernatural feel to it, but not entirely. And it does get one of the tropes, the foreigner in the foreign country, in the foreign land, getting embroiled in a mystery about murder and other things. And so I did enjoy a sort of a fresh take to get to that trope. And honestly, I did like the little twists and turns. The red herring wasn't necessarily a red herring palooza, but the cast of doubt was effective all over the place. And even though there was a little bit of weakness when it came to this sort of jewel subplot, it does make it make some of the things that were going on make a little bit more sense. And so yeah, I'm gonna get a solid 3 out of 5, though it does lose a little bit of momentum getting toward the end, but still pretty solid. Moving on to acting, I am going to give this a 3 out of 5. Donald Pleasence, come on, Donald Pleasence is great, even though the accent maybe a little bit, but still, I enjoyed his performance. Bob was okay, a little overwrought a little bit. The models, fair, average type of acting in those situations. So yeah, I'm saying overall better than average. 3 out of 5. Moving on to Nudity. Nudity is going to get a 4 out of 5. One of the downsides of the model thing from Too Beautiful to Die was you didn't get a lot of eyeful, so to speak. You would think, like with models and stuff, you'd get a little bit more salacious. And this one is definitely more salacious than the sequel. Anyways, so yeah, you get a little bit more eyeful here and there. Several scenes, including the transition. Anyways, so yeah, 4 out of 5. Moving on to enjoyment factor, I'm going to give this a solid 3 out of 5. Remember, I love Giallos. I love the slasher-esque feel of them. I do wish this one was a little bit more bloody, a little bit more violence, add a couple more bodies to the body count. But as a Giallo goes, it is fun. It keeps you guessing and has a twist ending, and it doesn't just come out of left field and doesn't feel unearned or just convoluted and like, oh my god, this is just a freaking mess. Yes, the diamonds subplot is a little bit distracting in the grand scheme of things, but overall, 3 out of 5, and my overall impression is also a 3 out of 5, a well-crafted murder mystery Giallo for fans who love Giallo or who just love Donald Pleasence being in everything. I think I'm a fan of that. Anyways, so there you have it. That averages out to a 2.7 out of 5, very respectable. So there you have it. Nothing underneath in this wonderful 2-pack from our friends at Vinegar Syndrome, with also reversible art for the Too Beautiful to Die, and there are the lovely Blu-rays inside there. So there you have it. So what did you think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Did you like it, dislike it, all that other stuff, all the rigmarole from the movie Nothing Underneath? Or maybe you want to have a comment about Too Beautiful to Die. Nothing Underneath Part 2. I don't care. Just put it in the comment section. Come on. Be a person. Do it. Do it. Leave a comment. I dare you. I double dog dare you. I triple dog dare you. I command you to do it. I mean, this is a test. Anyone who is watching this far in, Excelsior. But yes, comment. I want to be sure. I want to be sure someone made it all the way to the end of this, right? I know no one is. There's going to be 0 comments. I mean, honestly, like, my YouTube career is basically not a career. It's over. It's been over for years. YouTube has just been bullshit. Fuck you, YouTube. I hate you. You cause me more suffering than joy. And I do this out of spite. Spite for YouTube. And also for the love of movies and the love of my 3 to 2 to 1 loyal subscribers left. Whoever they may be. Anyways, yeah, it says 16,000, but come on. Most of those are because of because of videos that are going to be removed eventually, because the YouTube community guidelines are just nebulous and ever-changing, and whenever, like, someone's, like, on a whim, will just go, yeah, fuck you, right? Okay. Anyways, shit. Enough of that. Anyways, thank you for watching another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror and / YouTube rant. And remember, internet, stay scary. And also, man alive. Oh, gee. And also, you know, don't get involved with scandalous sex and drugs and drugs and parties with rich and famous people that are, like, in a league outside of your own, because, I mean, just, like, you're just gonna end up doing Russian roulette, and things are just gonna go sideways. Honestly, it's inevitable. It's inevitable, man. Just avoid that. Avoid the whole drug scene, man. It's just say no. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I mean, remember the movie Faceless? Remember the movie Faceless? I did a review of that. Drugs, once again, starts the demise. Anyways, Blah!